Hey everybody, Father Mike here. Today is Thursday of the fifth week of Lent, and our first reading from the book of Genesis offers us an interesting story with a peculiar detail. We're told in the book of Genesis that God changes Abram's name to Abraham. He adds an H-A, and that H-A, which makes Abram Abraham, comes from the word Yahweh. And here's the really cool idea. It's that God has added the sound of his name to Abraham's name, or the sound of God sounds inside of who Abraham is. Because remember, for the Bible, there's no distance between what one is called and what one is. So Abram gets a name change, and from that point on, the sound of God echoes or resounds inside of who he is. Very cool idea. What exactly would it mean for us to say that the sound of God sounds inside of who we are, and what exactly is the sound of God? Today's readings seem to suggest that the sound of God is faithfulness. And we see the faithfulness of God, his stout-hearted devotedness to his people outlined in the book of Genesis, which concludes this morning with a resounding call that God's people, you and me, that we might be faithful to the Lord and to one another. In today's reading from the Gospel of John, according to John, we get the same thing. Jesus says, keep my commandments, be faithful. You know, I believe pretty deeply that faithfulness is really the deep center of love. You know, affections and passion and emotion, they rise and they fall, they come and they go. But that stout-hearted, daily, routine, regular, committed gift of self over and over constitutes the base of our relating, and I think the deep center of love. As we journey toward the heart really of our liturgical life in the Triduum next week, let's take a moment to pause and ponder this idea that the sound of God now echoes, resounds inside of who you are and who I am, and most particularly, most powerfully, in all the different ways in which we strive to be faithful to the regular, ordinary, daily commitments of our lives. God bless you.